Good afternoon, students. I hope all are safe at your home. Okay, let's go to our classes. Next, our class is starting with the soluble and insoluble. It is in your textbook, page number 29. So, last class we studied about the properties of materials. In that one, we studied about appearance and hardness. Here, we are going to study about the soluble and insoluble materials. It is one of the properties of salt. Okay, so here see, for this solubility and insolubility, we are going to learn one activity here. Okay, activity 4. For that activity, we should collect salt, sugar, chalk powder, sand and sawdust. Sawdust means whatever weightless materials. We can take it as sawdust. That means dried leaves. We can take then dried anything, dried any materials. We can say it as sawdust. Okay. So what we are going to do, we are taking some glass or tumbler, anything, transparent materials, glass materials. Then into that we are adding some water. We are filling some water. Then like this, you want to take So first one we are taking salt. In first beaker we are adding a spoonful of salt. In second one we are adding some sugar and third one we are adding some chalk powder. Similarly in fourth one we are adding sand and fifth one we are adding some sawdust. Okay, so while we are adding all those things, after adding stir it completely using spoon or else stir it completely. So in this beaker, first one and second one, you cannot able to see the salt and sugar after stirring it. That means these two substances disappear completely. But in the third beaker, fourth beaker and the fifth beaker, third beaker, fourth beaker and the fifth beaker, you can see that the substance is still in the glass. That means that those substance does not disappear. Did you understand, children? So, those substances that disappear in the water, we can tell that they are soluble in water. They are soluble in water. Those substances does not disappear in water, we can call them, they are insoluble substance or insoluble materials. Did you understand, children? So, in your textbook, table 4.3 is there. See there, in that one, they given salt. So, salt, in first column they given, in substance column they given salt. And the second column, they ask you to write whether they is disappeared in water or not. Okay. So, salt, surely it will disappear in water. Next one, it is sugar. Sugar also disappeared in water. Okay. Then third one, they given chalk powder. Chalk powder does not disappear in water. You want to write like that. Next one, sand. Sand also does not disappear in water. And sawdust. Sawdust also does not disappear in water. Did you understand, children? Next, we are going to check whether only the solid materials show solubility and insolubility. Okay, we can go for checking that one also. So for that we want to do activity. Another activity, it is there in your textbook. Activity 5.
Here you go.
So for that activity, we should say take vinegar. You know, in your home it is there, vinegar, vinagre, like liquid, white colorless liquid it is. Then we should take lime juice. Sorry, not lime juice. Sorry, it is lemon juice. Lime juice or lemon juice, both are same. Lemon juice. Then we want to take some mustard oil. If you don't know or if you don't have mustard oil, means we can take sunflower oil. Okay, any oil we can take. Then fourth one, it is kerosene. So these are the materials we needed for doing the activity. So here also we are repeating the activity same as activity 4. We are taking a glass beakers or tumbler, whatever we have, we should take and add some water in all the beaker or some water. So this is first beaker, second beaker, third one, fourth one. So first beaker we are adding vinegar. Second beaker we are adding lemon juice. Third beaker we are adding oil. Any oil you can take. If it is mustard oil or any sunflower oil, we can use. And at the fourth beaker we are taking kerosene. Instead of kerosene we can use petrol, diesel, etc. Okay, like that materials. So here also we are doing using spoon. We are stirring all the beakers. Using spoon we are stirring all the beakers. Then you can see in the first beaker and the second beaker the vinegar and the lemon juice disappear. You cannot able to see whether it is a vinegar or water, whether it is a lemon juice or water. We cannot able to identify separately. That means these substance already disappeared during stir. But in the third beaker and fourth beaker, we taken oil and kerosene. You can see after stirring, if you keep that beaker separately for a few minutes, you can see the kerosene and the oil are separated out from the water. You can able to view. That means it does not disappear in the water. So not only solid, some liquid substance also there that does not insoluble in water. So vinegar and lemon juice, they are soluble. Vinegar and lemon juice, they are soluble in water. Mustard oil and kerosene, they are insoluble in water. Did you understood? Not only solid substance, some of the liquid substance also show solubility and insolubility. So similar way, some gases are there, they are soluble in water. For example, oxygen. Okay, oxygen is soluble in water. That means oxygen is mixed in water. That is why all the aquatic animals get oxygen through water for their respiration. Okay, so these are the liquids. Vinegar and lemon juice are the liquids that soluble in water. Nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen are some of the gases that soluble in water. Okay, children, I thought you may understood this. Okay, next we are going to go into the next topic, that is object may float or sink in water. For this also we can do some activity similar to activity 4. So in that activity, activity 4, we took some chalk powder, sand and sawdust. No? So this sawdust or any dust, if you added in water, that will float over the water. Is it? For example, if you are adding some dried leaves into the water, you can see that leaves are float over the water. Similar way, if you are adding coins, that means money coins, 1 rupee, 2 rupee coins, or iron nail if you are taking, or if you are taking any weight substance, weight materials, if you drop into the water, it will go at the bottom of the water. That means they are sinking water. So we can tell some of the materials that do not mix with water. Which materials that do not mix with water, you can see them at the top of the water, or else you can see them they are at the bottom of the water. Those who are seen at the top of the water, they are float. Those who are seen at the bottom of the water, they are sink in the water. Understood, students? For example, if I am asking you to take a glass tumbler, so in that glass tumbler we are taking some water. We are taking some water. So to that water I ask you to add some honey. In your home honey is there, no? Ask you to add some honey using spoon. Just stir it that. Let's stir the solution. Then what will happen? After that, keep that water separately. Then what you can see, this honey will be come under the bottom. You can see honey will come and deposited at the bottom. Okay, that means honey is sink in the water and also it is insoluble. Okay, honey is sink in the water. Honey is sink in the water and they are insoluble. Only insoluble substance can sink or float in the water. Did you understood, students? Next our topic is transparency. So again materials are divided into three types. Again, thus materials are divided into three types. They are called transparent materials, opaque materials, then translucent materials. Transparent material, opaque material, translucent material. Translucent materials. So, what is mean by transparent? First we are going to check what is mean by transparent and what is mean by opaque object. For that example, here I have one bottle in my hand. Okay, so through this bottle you can see what is the some of the things are there inside it. That means here I took in this bottle is pepper powder. Okay, so that we can see through this bottle. So we can tell this bottle is made up of transparent material. Understood? Transparent means the material, that through that material we can see the object inside it or behind it. The object we can see inside it or behind it. Such a materials is called transparent material. So here one more bottle I have. Okay, can you able to see anything through this one? Surely no. Okay, so here this is made up of some metals. So you cannot able to see the materials that inside the bottle. Such materials are called opaque materials. Did you understood? So transparent materials means we can see the object through it. We can see the objects or things through it. The opaque materials means we cannot able to see the things through it. Do you understood? For example for transparent materials are glass, plastic, etc. These are the examples for transparent materials. So, for examples for opaque materials are metals, wood, etc. These are examples for opaque materials. Then the third one is translucent. Translucent means, for example, I am asking you to take a sheet of paper. Into that sheet of paper, add some oil into that. Then spread the oil. Through that sheet, we can see some objects. We can view some object through that sheet of paper, but we cannot able to see clearly. Such type of material is called translucent material. For example, butter paper. Everyone know what is butter paper? No? Butter paper is a translucent material. And also oily papers. All the oily papers are translucent materials. Did you understood, children? This is in the activity 6. Okay. So, we can give example for translucent objects are butter paper, oil paper, etc. So like this, materials are divided into 3 types. This is also one of the properties of materials. So what are the properties we studied in this chapter? Materials have appearance. Every materials are not same. Some of them are small, some of them are big, some of them are long in size, some of them are short in size. Like that, different appearance have different objects. Is it? Then they have hard. Next property is hardness. Hardness is based on the materials. Some materials are soft, some materials are hard. Then materials have another property is called soluble or insoluble. Some of the materials are soluble, some of the materials are insoluble. Like that, another property it is materials are transparent, opaque and translucent. Transparent means what? Through that material we can see the things. Opaque means does not see the objects through it. Translucent means only little, only some we can see through it. Half we can see, half we cannot able to see. Like that, materials are called translucent. For example, for transparent materials are glass, plastic, etc. So example for opaque materials are metal, wood, etc. Then example for translucent are butter paper, oil paper, etc. Okay, children, this chapter is get finished. I hope all you understood the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.